Hi there, students. The precentor. The precentor. Okay, this is different from the presenter. A precentor. Okay, it's a sound as opposed to a sound. The presenter is the person who presents a television program, the presenter of the news, the presenter of a current affairs program. This is the precentor. The precentor, this is normally a religious position. It's the person who directs the choir and the congregation in church services. This is the person who's in charge of what's going to be sung, of the person in charge of the choir, in charge of the singing, in charge of the activity in the church, in the reverence, in the service. So a precentor is the person who directs the choral services in a church or a cathedral. Now, believe it or not, when I was at school, we had a precentor. And the precentor was the person who was in charge of the choir and in charge of the singing at the church services, which we had every day. Sigh. Okay, we even had a Succentor as well. The Succentor is the help, the adjutant, the person who helps the Precentor. Okay, so you've got the Precentor who's is in charge of the songs and prayers in a cathedral or a church, yeah, or a synagogue as well. And the Succentor is his underling. Normally you have somebody sings something and there's a response. So the Precentor sings one bit and the Succentor sings the responses. Now this Precentor goes back thousands of years. It's in ancient Mesopotamia, so we're talking 2000 BC or more. The Precentor, the chief Precentor, was the highest position in society because this was the person who organized the services to talk to Marduk or to talk to the god. And this idea of a Precentor was passed down through many ages. In a Jewish synagogue, there is a precentor, the cantor, and the responsibility is exactly the same. This is the person who's in charge of the music and the singing. And the early Christian church, so we're talking 1800 years ago, they carried over the role of Precentor from the synagogues. But a Precentor today, there are very few Precentors. There are Precentors in cathedrals to organize the singing. There are Precentors in maybe one or two big churches. For example, there's a Precentor at Canterbury Cathedral. There are Precentors in some Cambridge colleges and in 2 public schools as well. Okay, so Precentor, the Precentor, the person in charge of the worship at in a church, particularly in a cathedral nowadays, and the Succentor, his help, the person who helps him do everything. And this is the Precentor, the person who leads the congregation in the singing, but in a church or in a synagogue as well. Okay, so origin or formality. Let's do the formality. Precentor. Most British people are not going to know what this means. 6.5, maybe even a 7 in formality. Used in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. And as to origin, it comes from the Latin word praecentor, before, and centus or centaur, singing. So from praecino, I sing before, Precentor. He's sung this before, so the Precentor knows what's going to happen. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. The Precentor, not the presenter, and the Succentor.